Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to another writing lesson with Mrs. Burke. This week, we're continuing our study about nonfiction, and we're going to continue to look at some different nonfiction resources and places where we can learn about nonfiction. Learning about nonfiction will pave the way for us to be excellent nonfiction readers, writers, and teachers. If you're ready, let's get started. So, you might be wondering, where can I find an expert? The good news is experts are all around you. Experts can be found at school, in libraries, and throughout your community. Did you know that you even have experts who live in your own house? An expert is somebody who knows a lot of information, a lot of facts about a particular topic. So, for example, you might have an expert in your house who is an excellent cook, and that person might know a lot about following a recipe and doing measurements and putting ingredients together to make an amazing meal. And that expert might be able to teach you about cooking. Let's look to see where else we can find experts. You can ask a librarian. Librarians are experts about many things, and if they can't answer your questions, they can direct you to the resources that will help answer your questions. We are so lucky here at Little Britain because we have an amazing librarian named Mrs. Dyroff. Mrs. Dyroff has a library filled with books, filled with resources. And if you have a question about the world around you, and if you want to know about nonfiction, Mrs. Dyroff is your girl. You can ask her a question and she can direct you to the correct place to do some research to find out more information. Do you want to know about dinosaurs? Ask Mrs. Dyroff. Do you want to know about history? Maybe a famous person in history like Rosa Parks? Ask Miss Dyroff. She can help you. We also have an amazing library in our town. We have Moffat Library. And if you go to Moffat Library, or if you visit their website, you can find experts there. They have a library filled with librarians who can help you find resources to answer your questions about the world around you. If you don't have a library card, now's the time to get one. You just need a library card for Moffat Library, not for Little Britain. You can ask a scientist or a historian. Scientists and historians are experts in their field. We use two resources where we count on scientists and historians to teach us information. The first resource we use, which is one of my favorites, is Mystery Science. And at Mystery Science, there's a really cool scientist there named Doug. And Doug answers questions from kids just like you. The kids send in a video asking a scientific question, and Doug leads them through a scientific exploration, to answer that question. Those videos are fantastic and they are chock full of information. And the best part is they're pretty short, so they're pretty easy to watch. And we learn a whole lot. We also use Brain Pop Jr. Brain Pop Jr. is another place where the questions are driven by kids. So kids can ask questions about the world around them, and Annie or Moby, they're kind of little fictional characters, but they do give you a lot of history. They can answer those questions and teach about ancient civilizations, U.S. history, important people throughout history. They also have sections about math and science and health questions as well. I personally really like to use Brain Pop for history. So boys and girls, these are two excellent online resources that we know are safe and reliable, where we can ask a scientist or historian and we can get answers to our questions. You might even know a real life scientist or historian who can answer questions for you as well. And again, scientists know about science, historians know about history. Boys and girls, this one is really exciting because you can ask someone in the field. So I have a picture there of a New Windsor fire truck because normally, during normal years, every year we have the New Windsor Fire Department who comes to our school to teach us all about fire safety. Firefighters are people who are experts in a field. Firefighters know a lot about safety and they know a lot about how to put out fires because that is their job. That's what they do for a living, and they can teach us about that and they can answer questions about that. So people with certain jobs may be able to help you. And we talked about this a little bit in class together. A police officer might be able to answer questions about laws. A veterinarian might be able to answer questions about dog's health or cat's health. So when you ask an expert, that expert can teach you about their field and teach you what they know. Boys and girls, you're going to have an opportunity to try this out. Your task for today is to find an expert. You can find an expert in your very own house. If you're not at home today, if you're at grandma's house, maybe you can ask grandma about something. She might be an expert about something really cool that you didn't know about. If you're at daycare, if you are able to ask an adult a question, and if they're willing to talk to you and be filmed, awesome. If not, you can always wait until you get back home. But your task for today is to find an expert and to ask that expert a question and to try to learn something from that expert. When you check out your Seesaw assignment, you'll see the expert who I found, and you'll see our question and answer session. I can't wait to see who you find as your expert, and I can't wait to see what your expert can teach us. All right, boys and girls, as always, do your best work, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.